A new program at Women's College Hospital in Toronto is now offering culturally appropriate health services for people in First Nations, Inuit and Métis communities. The Centre for Wise Practice in Indigenous Health has been open to integrate access to Indigenous health care within the hospital. For more on this, we are joined by Dr. Lisa Richardson, Strategic Lead in Indigenous Health, and Cindy White, Elder in Residence and Traditional Healer at Women's College Hospital. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
So patients can be referred to see a knowledge keeper or traditional healer the exact same way they would be referred to see any other specialist in the hospital. So Dr. Richardson, I'll start with you. What kind of treatment and services does this provide?
I think one of the important things to consider is that obviously we do amazing work in biomedicine, in thinking about specialty care, thinking about high-tech care, but we haven't necessarily cared for the emotion, the spirit, and brought in cultural knowledge into to care for Indigenous patients. So having a traditional healer allows a person to be cared for not just with the best biomedical care, but to have the needs of their culture, their spirit, their emotional health, their mental health, which is what we call a four-directional model of healthcare, provided. So it's a really holistic, well-rounded way to think about how we care for First Nations, Inuit and Métis peoples.
So Cindy, for you, how does a program like this, how does it create more personalized healthcare for Indigenous patients?
Well, it's really about the essence of the human spirit. I help individuals understand the journey of the human spirit, that we come from the heavens and we descend to the earth. And we've been chosen to walk the earth for a specific purpose. And we were cautioned that we would forget where we came from, forget our original relationship with that supreme being, the one who made all things, the owner of all life. It was a very beautiful, loving, and caring relationship. And sure enough, we're born and it fades, that memory fades. And we're born perfect, in perfection as newborns. And that's why people love the smell of babies. They that's the first thing that people do, is to smell the baby, because they smell like that sky world, the spirit world. And as life moves on, pain enters the life and it covers that perfection. So traditional healing for me, as I understand it, is for us to reestablish that original connection that we had with the Creator, and to understand our spiritual mandate here on the earth. And so it's a restorative process to understand that we are here for a short time and that we leave this place and return to that beautiful place of peace. This is the hard part. The earth walk is the hard part. This is where pain is, and torment and suffering. And there's a negative force that influences that and is responsible for that. So when I work with people, I teach them the tools, because at the heart of the physical issues, that's the last manifestation of what's wrong with the spirit, the heart, and the mind.
I imagine there are many conversations that are happening within the community. There has been a very valid distrust, I think, between the Indigenous community and the Western healthcare system. What kind of conversations are you having within the community to help patients feel heard and seen and safe in a space like this?
So as you said, there is mistrust, and there is mistrust because people have come into the healthcare system and experienced racism. We have many examples of mistreatment of Indigenous peoples, one of the most recent and high-profile ones being Joyce Echaquan. So when Indigenous people see themselves represented within a healthcare institution, see that they can actually access the knowledge and healing from a traditional person, it signals to Indigenous peoples outside of the institution, we are welcome within this space. And not only are we welcome there, we will be treated as not just human beings, but as Indigenous peoples with complex histories and cultures and diverse backgrounds.
Cindy, can I get your thoughts on that as well?
Well, I think it's important to have the option, because you can't paint everyone with one brush. You have to understand that everyone has a choice. People are in different stages of recovery and restorative journey. So you just work with them and step on the path where they're at.
Cindy, Doctor, it's great to have you both in studio. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for this program.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.